welcome everybody to Mast, the Elden Ring game show where I'm going to be getting my friends to do stupid things in game for even stupider prizes. Last season was the debut of this game show, and with a rousing success, with all of you calling for its return. So for those of you who asked me to bring it back, I tip my hat to you. Today we have 4 very special guests, all aiming for the grand prize, which is an all-expenses-paid for trip for their model to be sent anywhere in the world. It could be the Bahamas. It could be the Bahamas. Or it could be anywhere else that you think of, including the Bahamas. But who are these guests? Oceanax just crashed. Oh no. Oh no. We have technical difficulties. It seems. Oh no. Oceanax, do you wanna unmute for a second? Oh no.
OBS just crashed like 5 seconds after you started.
Oh no.
I'm booting it up again.
You gotta have some scuff. It's okay.
What is this timing? My OBS was just like, yeah, Dandy's live. What if I just stop working for no reason? By the way?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we'll get through it. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry.
Okay, here we go. We should be back. We should be back.
Are you going to need a new Video Ninja link as well?
I will, yes.
I
will get that ready for you right now. And then I'll mute again. You can continue. I'm so sorry.
Well, once we have you set up, we'll continue in again.
Okay, here we go. New link is now ready for you. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm going to mute again. Continue.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. Okay, everyone. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Allow me to fix this up very quickly. I believe I need to replace this. It should work. Let me very quickly test things. Before we move on, I believe this should work, hopefully. It works! It seems. Except Oceanax is not even on her own stream, but she'll get there. She'll get there, it seems. Apologies for the technical difficulties, everyone. Let's wait for her to get set up first. Paging Oshio. I don't know what her program is that she uses. It looks kind of different to what I'm used to. Hopefully it's all good. Apologies, everyone. You can get a drink. I guess you can. Oh no. We'll let her load on in first because I want her to actually show up when she's ready. I don't remember where I got to. Oh no. I've just where did I get to? Oh, she's loading in. Okay, Oshio, let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm ready, I'm sorry.
You're ready?
I'm sorry.
Okay, everything all good. Alright. I won't start all over completely. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just start all over again. We'll start over again from scratch. Pretend it's all brand new, everyone. And pretend you're in, well, it's gonna have like the... You're so embarrassed. It's okay. Don't worry. My OBS crashed like 20 minutes before we started as well. Don't worry. I was about to introduce the guests. Okay, we can do it. But who are these guests? And what makes them think they can come into my home and knock over all of my drinks? Well, contestant number 1 is an esteemed VTuber newscaster known for her large personality, her enormous charisma, and her even more voluptuous smile. We have Alara with us today. Welcome on in, Alara.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to speak.
Yes, you can speak now.
Hi,
Welcome
everybody. What's up,
in.
how are you? I'm super excited. I don't know. I don't know how I got invited to this prestigious event. I mean, I am but a scrub, but thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Contestant number 2 is a retro-styled magical girl who thinks she can draw all over the competition. We have Oceanax.
Hi, it's me. I crashed. I'm gonna win using the power of things not working. Woohoo! Also, I'm a retro anime. Hang on, let me do my thing. Oh no, it's not ready. I'm a retro animated magical girl VTuber, and I do loads of art and stuff. Hi, hello. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, contestant number 3 is a Souls-like veteran and an esteemed member of the VTubing corporation VNU. We have Maeve Kagakiri.
Hey mate, I'm Maeve. I want to correct you really quickly. I've actually never played a Souls-like in my entire life. This is actually my first time. Super excited to play Elden Ring for the first time ever. Super excited.
First time ever.
First time ever.
Oh, goodness. Oh, have I made a mistake inviting you on?
I'm here for a good time. I'm here for a good old dandy time, if you will.
A good old dandy time. Thank you very much. And finally, contestant number 4 is our returning reigning champion from season 1, aiming to reclaim the crown for herself. We have Bree at Cookie Box.
Hi, sorry. I didn't see you there. I was just, basking in the glory of my season 1 Mask Tasker trophy. Observing
Oh.
it. Just, taking pictures with it, taking selfies with it. I'm excited to be back to once again destroy the entire competition and be better than everyone else. It's very nice to be here. Thank you.
Welcome back. That was your prize from last time, and welcome in players. We have a wonderful game show for you all today, and to set things off, before we begin our game properly, we need you to have some characters made. So please, can you make a new character? And for a bonus point, before we even start the game, please style your character as closely to yourself as possible within 5 minutes. Do not use existing saved presets, and your time starts now. Go! So this is going to be a character that you're going to be using for the game show. You can have whatever class you like, as long as you set it up ready. And at 5 minutes is not a lot of time, so I have given these players a very short amount of time to set these up because I want to make sure that they have pretty scuffed characters and see what they can do within 5 minutes. Oh, there is a command. My OBS crashed and reset the command. Apologies. Here is the command for them. I probably should have made a timer for myself to actually do this. I'm going to make one on my phone. There we go. That'll do. We'll set one off from now. We'll give them 4.5 minutes from now. There we go. That makes more sense. 5 minutes is not a lot of time. That is correct. That is on purpose, though, because I want to make sure that the players are rushed. Because going for any longer, they can delve into the facial presets, into the sliders, and it can get quite fiddly, but 5 minutes being not a lot of time is on purpose. Very excited to see what they're doing today. I will explain the main game shortly. And the rules are going to be slightly different to last time. Oh, we've got 2 players with the same hairstyle. That's interesting. It does work for them both, though, so I'm glad to see that working. Alara seems to be struggling choosing a hair colour. Is she going to go with the black or is she going to go with the red? She has 2 hair colours. She needs to pick one of them. It looks like she's going for halfway in between, which is a good idea. with the players only having 3 minutes left, are they going to be focusing on the face structure? Are they going to be focusing on the eyes? Are they going to be focusing on the skin? There's a lot of things to making their character look good in this. Now, Oceanax has a bit of an advantage because she's a relatively simple anime girl with fewer detailed features than everyone else. I will take this into consideration with scoring. When I say simple, I mean, you know, less detailed. Not to say it's not a good style. She has that retro 90s look, which is really nice. Maeve is looking at some very interesting facial markings. I like the look of that. That's an interesting idea. How long have these players got left? They have 1 minute 40 seconds. They haven't had a lot of time to work on these, but that's on purpose. Giving them only 5 minutes each is fair. But it also means we can jump into the rest of the actual game much faster and not linger on this for too long. So I want this to be a reoccurring feature in each of my Mast Tasker episodes. I'm going to be getting each of the players to cosplay themselves as, not necessarily themselves actually, maybe sometimes something else, who knows? I'll be mixing it up, that's the point. I am the Mast Tasker, what I say goes, and what I say is 1 minute left on the timer for these players. We will not take 3 hours on character creation. 3 hours is way too long. If Bree wins too often, she'll run out of options. She will. Bree's gonna get very good at this character creator. Give us a nod on if you're feeling good. Let's go! Players, you have 15 seconds remaining. These all look very good, though. Timer ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off! That is the end of the timer. If you want to hop back in the call and we can see how you all did.
Oh my gosh. Someone in my chat was like,
Oh my
Show, what about your eyeshadow? And you said, 15 seconds up, by the way. And I was like,
5 minutes is not meant to be much time. That's the idea. Can we get a close up on all of your players' faces? Because those are what we're going to be judging.
Mm.
And this is for a 1 bonus point at the very start of the game before we even begin.
Not bad. I think it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I had to put a face tattoo for my horns. That was the best I could get.
Maybe you can find some in game later.
Yeah, definitely in the game later. No problem.
Excellent. Well, let's go through these one at a time. Alara, what have you done so far? So you have your purple eyes. You went with the facial tattoo instead of the horns, and
yeah, that was the closest I could get.
I saw
get
you
like a mixed like hair color.
Yeah, you were
so we
struggling to
decided on
decide between which color to go with. You have both the black and the reds. I feel like going with the
Yeah.
black makes sense because, you know, it's on the outside.
My
and-
other model, yeah, that's what I was like, all right.
yeah, you left the
that's
red
all
hair
we
on your
work
other
with
character
us.
model. Exactly.
Yeah. Also made the chest as big as possible, even though that doesn't count that much. I just want to put that out there. Let me put
Exactly.
that
There
out
you
there for
go.
points right now.
Sliders to max.
That's right.
I will take that into consideration. Thank you very much. Oceanax, let's take a look at
Of course.
yours.
Yeah,
You've got the
well,
lovely blue eyes. I like
Well, my
those.
eyes are kind of turquoisey color, so I went with that. I've got the purple eyeshadow that I have above my eyes, very important detail. I've got the blonde hair. I've got they don't have exactly my hairstyle, but like the twin tails is the closest they've got. But there's one more thing as well there's one more thing that I've done, and that's that the class that I've chosen is astrologer because I'm a magical girl.
Oh, that's very fun. I do
Oh,
like that.
That's smart.
Oh, that's very smart. Now, your class is not necessarily like locked in for this. You don't have to stay as an astrologer for your character for this. I do
Okay,
think that's very fun, though. I will take that into
That's
consideration.
fun.
That's very good.
Hey,
And
Dandy, can we also keep in mind that OCO is already cheating
What?
by crashing? I just think that should be considered. just want to put that out there. I mean,
oh, she was installing her hacks.
Please.
She got kicked out of the game.
yeah,
Mm,
just
yeah,
putting
yeah.
it out
like
there. I mean,
aimbot, you know, so she can aim at all of the
Ah.
options quicker
Yeah,
to
yeah,
change
yeah, yeah.
like,
Ooh,
you know,
well-
the dimensions.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
aimbot
looks
for
like
game with
Oceanax is
one
going to
cut,
have to have minus
That's
1
right.
points to start with. I can't believe this.
makes sense to me.
No, we will not take that into consideration. That's an unfortunate accident, and in fact, I think my OBS might be crashing in as we speak.
Oh, no.
So
Oh,
it is.
no.
We
Dandy
will.
also gets negative 1 point.
Oh no!
I get negative 1 points for hosting terribly. Well, thank you
I
very
blame
much,
Lucio.
Oceanax. Let's take a look
course,
at our
of
next
course.
player, Bree. What do you have for us?
Okay, so first off, to really purely, like, truly recreate me in the game, I made sure to make her as pale as humanly possible to be a true white woman jump scare to all
Beautiful.
bosses in the game.
Oh,
Hold on, Chad. I'll bring up the stream.
I also made sure to include my little heart tattoo. Every
Oh,
model
under
I've
your
had,
eye.
nothing has been consistent, but the only thing that is consistent is that she's blonde, has blue eyes, and has a heart tattoo. So I made sure to include that. And then I also changed my face proportions, so you know everything matches up a little bit. You know, and you know my hair color is it's like it's blonde, and then she got little shinies and
Very shiny.
and pigtails. Yeah, and I'm a prisoner. Not for the name, but because the prisoners have the weird, dumb BDSM mask. And insinuate with that what you will.
Is that something you wear regularly?
For the game, yes.
Oh yes,
I would say,
absolutely.
yeah. I
you
would
can,
wear
you can
anything
call
for
it a
a point.
game, Dandy. It's a very special game.
It's
That's
a
true.
lifestyle, really.
It's
if you think about it.
I am very well versed in the punishment incurred by playing Elden Ring, so I can feel that. I feel that, you know, we some kind of BDSM is required for playing this, so I can understand that. Can we see your character with the helmet
your
on?
butt being punished not too long ago.
Yes,
either.
that's true.
Didn't you like slam it into a chair over and over?
Yeah, and I had my blahai underneath my butt as well. It was getting very flattened.
The outfit is
I
also
love
very
that for
similar
you.
to me, by the way. Because I also there's boobs. That's really
There's
it. That's the
boobs.
only similarity.
Yo!
You got your
But I
titties
guess-
out.
Plus points for boobs.
Hell yeah! Plus 1 point for boobs.
Woo!
Maeve, what do you have for us? Oh, you're a little
Let
bit in
me
the way of
walk
your
you
character. Could you just move over to the left
Here,
a little bit?
Let me move my fat ass, which
Your
don't worry,
fat
I also
bottom.
replicated. Yeah, I also replicated it in the model. Don't you worry. But
Ooh.
say hello to the most basic schoolgirl ever. And you know, I figured to really get in character, I would even change my personal model a little bit. I got the katana out, that's resembling in the samurai class, which I have also chosen. I have the side ponytail out. I got the bandana headband thing on there. And I mean, really, if you look at me, what really stands out, it's the purple hair and the pink eyes. And I think I demonstrated that exactly with the model. Now, as the other girls have said, I am also pale as hell because I am pale as hell. And then the only other thing that is important about me is my fat tits and the fact my name is XX Dandy Fan 1000.
Ooh.
That's all you really have to know about who I am as a person.
I like that one.
about
You win
Oh,
a million
no.
points just for the name. Thank you. Thank you.
What can
Yes.
I say? What can I say? I've never played Elden Ring before, so I have to win in other ways.
That is true. That is true.
I would like to point out that she said that she made herself a samurai for the game, but that's actually a lie. She literally doesn't know how to play any other character other than samurai, and she's lying to you. She is
I
not
like
once
the
in her life
katana. I
played.
think the katana looks
No,
cool,
no, no,
and I
no.
think if you try to criticize
I think
that,
she
I'm
should get
offended.
extra points
I
for the fact
see.
that she picked the best starting class without even playing the game.
That is
True.
understandable.
It's amazing.
It was
Well,
just calling to me.
I
just
can
knew.
understand that. I think it's the most popular class, mostly because, weebs.
Mm.
I think
Well,
full
I mean,
stop.
look
weebs.
at my model. Look at my model.
That is true. I can look at your model. It looks very nice. It does match very well.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I have a feeling that this is going to be tough to decide. And for this competition, I believe that the person who recreated their character the most strongly in game, I will give this one to Maeve for creative use of the headband across the top.
The headband is very cool.
I thought that was very
They did
clever.
cook. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought I was cooking when
They
I pulled
cooked.
that. I was like, God.
So
damn.
that's 1 point to Maeve before we even begin the actual game.
She hasn't
Now-
even played the game before. This is so unfair.
She'll have to pick it up very quickly.
It's the first time luck,
First time
Yeah,
luck,
exactly.
exactly. Now,
It's a handicap for new players. It's okay.
well, you'll need to know these characters very well because at the end of the game there will also be an additional chance for a bonus point because there will be a drip competition throughout this. You will have the chance to pick up armor, some
Okay.
weapons, some new style throughout the game, and you'll be judged for a bonus point at the end of the game. And the winner of that will get 1 extra bonus point. That could make the difference. You never know. So bear that in mind as you're playing throughout. Depends on your priorities, whether you'd like to focus on the rest of the game or the drip, but that'll be up to you. So, are you ready for the game to begin?
I'm
now-
so ready. What's the run button?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Well,
So
now
ready.
that you all have your beautiful characters,
Mhm.
let the pop quiz begin. Players, place your hands on the buzzers provided to you. What is the name of the... Wait. You all did receive
don't-
the buzzers I sent you, right?
No,
Wait, no,
it's just
uh,
cheating.
wait,
I'm
what?
like a
Do I
bonus
just get-
point.
I
You-
can
Do I
make a
just
stupid
scream,
sound with my mouth. Yeah. I can
You
do
didn't.
that.
You didn't receive them.
No, I did not receive a buzzer.
I knew I shouldn't have relied on Frederick mailing them. Seagulls are no replacement for carrier pigeons. Okay, we'll have to resort to an alternative.
It cost a fortune.
We'll resort to an alternative. So, what's something in game that's red, goes in when you press it, and makes a noise once it's all the way down?
The fire spinny thing.
HP bar. Eh.
That's right! Tonight's buzzers for the pop quiz will be boss health bars in game. You must defeat a boss in game before you can answer any of my questions.
What the fuck?
You thought this was going to be silly tasks again, didn't you, Bree?
Wow, it's so funny that I'm on the samurai class now. That's so weird.
Well, I hope you all scrubbed up on your
Yeah, so
Elden Ring
weird.
knowledge.
So weird I'm samurai class too. It's
That's so
almost like,
strange.
huh.
So, before we begin, allow me to provide you with the rules of how this will be going tonight. So, rule number 1. The first player to answer my question after defeating a boss earns 1 point. Rule number 2. The boss must be fully dead and the enemy defeated splash screen must have popped up before you can answer the question. Rule number 3. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, a silty loam is a soil containing not less than 70% silt and clay and not less than 20% sand.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Rule number 4.
I feel informed.
Each boss can only
Thank
be
you.
killed once between each of the players. If a boss is defeated by a player who successfully answers a question, that boss cannot be defeated by another player to answer a question.
That's diabolical.
What's
That
wrong
is
with
mean.
you?
That is mean.
Oh.
Rule number 5. You must be ready to answer the question immediately upon buzzing in. If you do not know the answer, do not buzz in. Okay.
I
Rule.
have a
Can you like
question.
repost the
Questions afterwards.
somewhere?
Questions afterwards.
I'm gonna forget.
Rule number 6. Backseating is allowed from chat. You are actively encouraged to allow your chat to support you by Googling things. You know, you are absolutely
Thanks,
allowed to ask your chat for help, and you are also allowed to Google things yourself.
Okay.
And the final rule is the bonus point from the drip competition. You will get that at the end, depending on how you perform with your drip. Now, do we have any questions regarding the rules?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, when a game when a question starts, does the entire game reset? Or can I go fight, like, Moog and have him at half health and then go kill him in the next question,
If you're halfway through a boss and somebody defeats another boss and answers a question, you can continue with that boss.
Ah.
You do not have to stop, quit out, and go back in again. It is only once they're defeated and you buzz in, that's only once it counts.
Okay.
Okay.
How do we buzz in? Do we just unmute and go?
Unmute and say, "Bah."
Okay.
I'll be watching your games as well. I'll see
Okay.
when you defeat the boss. We have
Okay.
your streams on mine live in real time, so there is no delay, thankfully. So we don't have to worry about missing that. And with that, are we all ready to begin?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Well,
I mean, so
the first question is, what is the name of the world that Elden Ring takes place in? Begin.
Please. Okay.
Feel free to mute up. You are absolutely allowed to engage with your chats. This is going to be a ton of fun. I've had a lot of fun coming up with this. It's been a hell of a project working on this. I've been enjoying it. And I'm looking forward to seeing which bosses players are going to go for. I'm going to mute up as well so that they don't hear any backseating. Best of luck, players. We'll be watching. Alright, so my big concern with this will be who is going to go for Soldier of Godric? And will there be a race? Bree is off to the fastest start at the moment. Soldier of Godric counts as a boss. Allow me to clarify with the players. I need to get everyone to unmute again. I'm going to ping Alara and Oceanax.
What's up?
I need to get everyone to undeafen because they've undeafened for some reason. Probably because I was speaking.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify one more rule. Could somebody in Oceanax's chat give her a ping? Okay, everyone's undeafened. Now, I'm going to clarify what counts as a boss. Anything with a health bar at the bottom of the screen. NPC invasions do not count as a boss. Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
There we go. I just wanted to clarify that. So, it looks like we have 2 players racing for Soldier of Godric. Which is going to be very interesting. Some of them have decided not to go for that. We will see. Okay, Bree has made it to Soldier of Godric first. Now, another part of this game is deciding whether you go for the boss immediately or whether you level up and spend some time getting some more things.
Wait, fuck,
Nah,
wait, hold on.
nah.
The lands between.
The lands between is correct, Bree. Well done. That is a point for you on the board. Next question. What is the
You
name
guys can't-
of the
you guys
first
can't kill
open
some
world
of us.
region? Bree defeated Soldier of Godric. You cannot defeat Soldier of Godric from now on for the next boss. Question 2 is, what is the name of the first open world region? This is so fun. Okay, Alara is on Tree Sentinel. Oceanax has a squat break showing on her screen for some reason. Maeve has defeated Soldier of Godric regardless. I think she was stuck in the dungeon, so she could not defeat that for a point. This name of bosses defeated on screen as a reminder. We'll be okay. There are 25 questions in total. We should be able to remember. I hope. Maybe I should have written these down somewhere. Will Alara get Tree Sentinel? It's a very good idea to get this one off because it is a very early boss. Happens every hour when ads happen for her. Ah, I see. Okay. Alara's doing very well here. Oh, never mind. Caster's Curse. Oh, don't die, Alara. Oh, Pixel of Health. Is she out of healing? She's out of healing. She's died. Never mind. I had a lot of fun coming up with these questions, and I will say they're going to be getting a lot more unhinged as we go on. A lot more difficult. These are the easy ones. Now Maeve is taking over on Tree Sentinel. Will Alara go back for Tree Sentinel or give up and move on to a different boss? I don't know where Oceanax is going. She's going somewhere completely different. Which is an interesting strategy. And Maeve has died as well. Oh no, Tree Sentinel has claimed yet another. They are both going to be focusing on Tree Sentinel, it seems. Perhaps it really is Maeve's first time playing Elden Ring. You would go for cave dungeon bosses over the overworld bosses, they'd be easier. There's definitely some strategy to this. You want to find good bosses, and also level up so you can defeat them quicker, but you don't want to spend too long that you lose the point to somebody else rushing things down. So Oceanax here is going into an Everjail. Oh, it's Darrowil, I see. So she's going for Bloodhound Fang so that she can defeat them easier later. It looks like Maeve has given up on Tree Sentinel and Alara is going back again. So Alara has free reign on Tree Sentinel at the moment. I don't know why Breeze quit out though. Did she crash or she quit out as she was dying? Oceanax almost there with Tree Sentinel. Darrowil.
Boss defeated! Boss defeated! I defeated the boss! Woohoo! And the answer to your question is Limgrave.
Correct! That is the name of the first open world region. That is a point to Oceanax. The boss defeated was Bloodhound Knight Darrowil. So that is no longer applicable for answering questions. So the next question is... Fill in the blank. I am blank. Blade of Mikola. So this will apply for the next boss that gets defeated. Alara is still on Tree Sentinel. She really wants to get this, it seems. There's a crash? What's crashed? Oh, Bree crashed, I see. So regardless of being a little bit late because of a crash, Bree is still in this. She has a... Oh, and Alara's down yet again. Oh, maybe she's going to have to decide on a different strategy here. She's died to Tree Sentinel, I think 3 times now. She might get left behind here. Golden Halberd's not a bad weapon to get, just has a higher stat requirement. That's very true. Oh, and Maeve has died to Bofa, Beastman of Faramazula. Both of these deaths. Oh, she was picking up a gold Falfoot. It looks like she wants to cheese some levels. Oh, and now Bree's going in for Bofa as well. Oh, will Maeve's death actually matter here? and have the boss stolen by Bree once again. Both of these contestants are going right for the same boss. And considering that Bree stole Soldier of Godric from Maeve earlier, I wonder how Maeve will feel if Bree takes this right from under her again. It looks like, oh, Bree is getting quite close to defeating both her, but Maeve is doing good damage. Oh! Meh.
Melania, Blade of Nicola.
That is correct. That is a point for Bree, defeating Beastman of Farah Missoula. That is no longer applicable for your next bosses. The next question is, what is the name of the studio that made Elden Ring? Good luck. Maeve does not look happy there. Maeve looks very upset. Very close. What's happening with Alara? She is still on Tree Sentinel. Nobody else is contesting her for it, but she is not having a good time. Her aspect ratio was changing? Was it? Might be a little bit of a bug. He was literally 5 seconds behind. Very unfortunate. But Alara's having what we call in the business, bit of a skill issue against this Tree Sentinel. And may have to decide to move on at some point and find something else to do. She's too hard-headed. She can't decide whether she needs to move on or not. But it's fun seeing these players come up with their own strategies. If Alara's strategy is ram her head into the wall and let everyone else defeat more bosses, that is totally valid, I guess. So Oceanax is over in Caelid, and I believe she's going to be going over there to get levels so that she can wield Bloodhound Fang and do more damage on the bosses, which is a good strategy, and I was wondering if players would actually be doing this. Bree is dungeon delving so that she can defeat as bosses as quickly as possible, whereas Oceanax is going for the strategy of give up the early points and level up more early on so that she can kill the bosses much faster. Apparently I forgot to update a command. Misty, would you mind doing it for me? Apologies. You don't need to say the contestants, just say the premise of the game show. Alara has died once again, struggling to get through this Tree Sentinel. Are they allowed to bank boss kills if they kill a boss? Don't buzz in by not knowing the answer. Do you mean before they land the final blow, they... I'm confused by the question. I don't fully understand. Bree is going into the dungeons, which I think is a good idea. Maeve is going for Bloody Finger Nereus? Why is she down here? Is she trying to go through to get the caves? The bosses? I'm not quite sure why she's going down that way. Or is she trying to go in there so that she can get through to patches? Not entirely sure, but I'm going to have a sip of my coffee because I absolutely need this. I had 5 hours of sleep last night. Yay! I've spent all day working on this to make sure this is actually functional. Bree is up against Erdtree Burial Watchdog. She's using magic, which is a good technique for this boss. Oh, I need this. This is my second coffee today. I don't normally have 2 coffees, but I really need it. Alara is moving around her screen for some reason. Not entirely sure why. Bree has nearly defeated Erdtree Burial Watchdog. Will this last one connect? Oh.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
From Software.
From Software is correct. That is a point to Bree, defeating a tree burial watchdog. Now, the next question is, what is the name of Elden Ring's director? Bree pulling into the lead with 2 points to Maeve and Oceanax is 1 to Alara's 0. She's having a bit of a struggle here. Maeve is defeating Patches. I see. That's a good take. I like it. I like it. Will she know the answer to the question though? Will she die to Patches, more importantly? And a quick reminder, chat is allowed to backseat this. You are allowed to assist your favourite streamer. Give them hints to your questions. Oh, and Maeve dies to Patches. That's unfortunate. Oh, should have stayed down. Yes. Misty is correct. Please don't spoil what the other contestants are fighting. We want to see them fight the same bosses and fail. Help them with the answers. Don't help them with which boss to defeat. Oh, Alara's getting Tree Sentinel very close. Will she get there? Will she get there? She's running out of FP though. For Unsheathe. I'm rooting for Alara here. Oh, oh, oh. Can she get it? Can she get it before Maeve gets Patches? Oh.
A bing bong.
Bing bong.
Okay. I think I got it first.
Miyazaki. Miyazaki.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
Maeve buzzed in first. Maeve buzzed in first. What's the answer? That is the correct answer. That's the wrong button. There we go. That is 2 points for Maeve. Apparently, I forgot to give Bree one, so I think.
That's fine. You can keep forgetting. It's okay.
No, because yes, that was correct. Okay.
Whew.
The next question is not a question. It is a special task. You must memory of grace immediately. Use your memory of grace, the item that you have in your inventory.
You suck! I had the first time I had levels!
Memory of grace immediately or lose a point.
I did it.
Alright, I got it.
Alara did it. Bree did it.
It's locked out.
Oceanax. Oceanax.
Memory of Grace does not teleport back. It's using the item in your inventory.
It is using the item in your inventory.
Or lose a point.
If you're in combat, that's fair.
I'm losing a point.
Yeah, that's
You should be able to use it in combat, actually. You should be able
Especially
you
if
can
I
use it in
defeat
combat.
that boss.
Okay, Oceanax is opting to lose a point. Womp womp.
Lame, lame, not cool.
Maeve, you've died
That's okay.
instead. That's acceptable. I'll take that.
I guess,
Okay,
I guess
thank
if
you.
she...
I'll accept
I
that.
was invaded. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're playing online?
No. I was invaded by the guy at the entrance of Patches Cave. By the way, the boss I killed was Patches. I don't think you mentioned that.
The boss you killed was Patches. Patches is no longer eligible for answering questions. The next question, indeed, is... What is the name of your spectral steed? Good luck, players.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Alara?
Yes,
You did not just defeat a boss. You did not just defeat a boss. You are buzzing in too late.
But wait, what?
You have to defeat the boss and then
I
buzz in
beat him.
immediately. That was in the rules.
Oh my gosh. Okay, alright.
You'll have to find another one. I will say, though, because he didn't buzz in, that boss is eligible for other players, but I will not name it. It's just no longer eligible for Alara because she defeated it. Poor Alara, she spent so long on that. But that's why this is a game of skill. Alara getting screwed over so bad. She is, unfortunately. It's very mean, but I have to stay fair to the rules. And Alara is, at this point, roughly 10 to 15 minutes behind everyone else, which is unfortunate. Maybe she can catch up. Oceanax is also at 0 points because she forfeited her point by not doing the special task and not using her memory of grace. So it's not up to me. That was up to them. A lot of fun seeing this. Are Bree and Maeve in the same tunnel again? Which one are they in? Oh no, Maeve. Maeve, no. You can't... Are they in the same tunnel again? I hope not. I really hope not. Bosho didn't kill the boss and just waited for the question she could have buzzed in. That's true, but that boss in particular doesn't actually have a health bar. Notably. So that would not have counted for a question, unfortunately. Oceanax is actually going to Liurnia. Okay, here goes Bree up against the Stone Digger Troll. I believe this is actually the same cave that Maeve is in. So once again, Bree and Maeve on the same page. But Bree is just slightly ahead. Now if Bree dies here, Maeve will have a chance. I cannot believe that they are constantly going for the same bosses. Looks like Bree has got it.
Bonk!
Bonk.
Torrent!
Torrent is correct! That is a point for Bree, bringing her to 4, and the boss defeated was the Stone Digger Troll, which is no longer eligible for answering questions. I'm so sorry, Maeve. This keeps happening.
Oh no.
The next question is, who gives you your spectral steed? I cannot believe that Maeve just keeps getting cut off by Bree like this. I think that's the 3rd time. That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Well, it so far looks like there's been no backseating between the chats to let them know who is fighting who. Which is good to see. I would rather this happen because it's a lot more entertaining. I cannot wait to see her reaction and hear what she had to say about this. This is being recorded, by the way, and will be edited and uploaded to my YouTube in the future. So if you're watching on Twitch, say hi to the YouTube viewers. I will be getting this uploaded this time because last time I didn't actually edit and upload it and I miss it. I wish I did, because this is a lot of fun. Totally tubular. Maeve was not happy. Good! I'm so glad to hear it. I revel in them being very upset. This is perfect. Oceanax is dying. Unfortunate. The moment I say her name. I don't know how she did that. What is Alara doing? She's going to Kaled? That's the trap chest. Never mind, she missed it, because the dog's got her. Which chest is that? Any villain arc happened when her ship sank. So far, it looks like Bree is solidly in the lead, and we can't be having that. We can't be having that. She's gonna win again. She's gonna be the official Mast Tasker Season 2 Episode 1 champion. Alongside Season 1. We can't be having this. I want these players to step up. They're each recording their perspectives too for fun, commenting, splicing on YouTube video. I will be taking their streams. I don't know if they're recording, but I will be taking them. I do have permission from them to use them for YouTube, thankfully. The Mast Master! That's a good title, I like that. The betting man in me put points on Bree. Understandable. So currently nobody is fighting any bosses, but Alara has gone to Celia Crystal Tunnel. Now, she hasn't had a lot of time to level up. So I'm wondering what she's doing here in Caelid. She's not going for the boss immediately in this tunnel, right? I sure hope not. I don't think she would have the levels to do it. Is she going for a leveling cheese? She might be. So far, no players are at another boss. But these questions so far have been relatively simple. Like I said earlier, we have 25 questions with increasing difficulty that will likely require them to either tab out themselves and Google it, or find the answer from their own stream chats. Oceanax heading on over to EG. I believe she is going to be leveling up her Bloodhound Fang. She's got a good weapon. She's got money. Her goal is to spend this time leveling up and not worrying about the questions, and instead focusing on getting through the bosses quicker, it seems. Oh, Alara falls yet again. Unfortunate. Wait, was she invaded? No. No, okay, no. She died to enemies, that's fine. I can see that she's playing online because she's got the blood splatches on the ground. So is Oceanax, it seems. I tend to play offline for these kinds of things because I do not want to accidentally be invaded. Now, here's an interesting choice. Now, Maeve is up against Tibia Mariner, which is actually the same one that Bree is going for. But Bree is the one that's late this time. So it is Maeve cutting off Bree from an option this time. As long as she doesn't die, as long as she doesn't give this away to Bree, we have another race. Love to see it, Maeve getting that Tibia Mariner to roughly 3rd HP so far. Good use of the unsheaths. Making space, making space. Very nice. Mariner teleports away. Gotta chase after it. Bree is not gonna be able to catch up with this, I believe. Even though she's making good use of that magic. Which is a lot of damage, but Maeve, it seems here, is about to take the Mariner down. Love to see it.
Melina?
Melina is correct. Maeve taking down Tibia Mariner. Tibia Mariner is no longer valid for answering the questions.
God damn it, Maeve!
I love watching you two cut each other off. This is amazing.
There's 3 times you stole my boss, Bree.
The next question is, who is the Lord of Stormvale Castle? That was so good to see. Well done, Maeve, getting that point back from Bree, catching up. But Alara and Oceanax still at 0. What is their plan for catching up? Is this a trick question? This is not a trick question. This is a simple one. But if they have a different answer, then I will...
Just remind me on the rules. The like red NPCs, they do not count.
They do not count as bosses because they do not have a health bar at the bottom of the screen. If it doesn't carry a buzzer, it does not count. Bree asking because she gets invaded by Anastasia. It does have a health bar at the top, but that is not what counts as a buzzer for this. Accepts death, just to get rid of the invader. Love this buzzer thing. I'm gonna be honest, I've spent the past couple of weeks watching Game Changer on Dropout. And I've been obsessed, and it's where I'm getting a lot of these ideas from. If you've watched Game Changer, you might see some inspiration. Rip Maeve. Oh, nope, she's not dead. So I've taken a few ideas, and I've kind of put my own twist on it for Elden Ring. And I think it's been good fun. What do you guys think of the concept so far? We're only on question 8 out of 25. I imagine it will speed up as the players level up and they'll get much better. They'll have much more map presence. There's a lot of bosses that have been skipped over, especially in Limgrave so far. A lot of the easier ones. So Maeve is going up towards Margit, it seems. Opening up more options for her build, get some levels. But Oceanix is already there on Margit. Maeve is going to get cut off once again, unfortunately. But Oceanix has huge damage. Oh my goodness, look at that damage. Ooh, there she gets it.
Bush defeated!
Bing bong.
And the Lord of Stormvale Castle was the question?
Yes.
That is Godric.
That is correct. That is a point for Oceanix. Margit is no longer valid for answering questions. Next question is... what is the name of the giant tree in Lanedale? Maeve once again being cut off. Very unfortunate. Accepting death to move on elsewhere. Looks like Oceanix is continuing on through Stormvale. On her way to defeat the previous answer. Which is very appropriate. I would have accepted it if, you know what, if she killed Godric while answering Godric, I think I would have given her a bonus point. I think that would have been very fun. She was close though. She was at Margit. Nalara is still wandering around, but Oceanix is back on the board at least. Bree heading down into a dungeon? Where is she going? She's at a chest. What is she picking up? Can't tell where she is. She's getting Rock Sling. That's a good idea. That'll help her defeat bosses quicker. Kills Godric. It's me! I'm the Lord of Stormvale. So, depending on the answer there, I would have potentially have accepted Nefeli, Gostock, or Kenneth. However, they are not the current lords of Stormvale Castle. The current one is Godric. So that was the answer I was looking for. I can see why you would question that. Gostock is the third option. He's part of the questline as well. But I believe at the end of it you choose Nefeli or Kenneth, I think. I've never done the questline myself. Oceanax is definitely going up towards Godric here. Bree heading in towards the catacombs. Not quite sure which one she's in. Kind of hard to pay attention to 4 points of view so much. Looks like she's picking up some materials as well. Is she planning on doing a summon? Oceanax leveling up as well. Maeve entering Murkwater Catacombs. I can't quite remember the boss in that one. Bree has found a lever. Are these the same dungeons again? It cannot be the same dungeons again. Not again. Doesn't look to be the same this time. Ah, yes. Bree is going for the Black Knife Assassin, I believe. They are both entering boss arenas, so this question will depend on who kills their boss first. And will they be able to hold off enough to answer the next question? Bree has a Black Knife Assassin that is already hurt. Maeve has a Grave Warden Duelist. That's the one. That's really hard to read. Both about to answer very quickly here. Now let's see who buzzes in first.
Wait, I must wait. Archery.
Archery is correct. Bree gets a point. Next question.
No, I just beat a dig!
That boss was
I
Black
just
Knife
beat a thing
Assassin.
too.
Next question is, what percentage silt and clay is in the makeup of a silty loam? I told you this one earlier. Well, let's see who was paying attention to the rules, eh? I cannot believe how close that was. Yet again. I would have accepted Maeve answering the question if she knew the answer immediately, but it seems that she didn't know it quick enough. This is so much fun. I love seeing them absolutely struggle with this. So Oceanax is now attempting Tree Sentinel, where Alara failed earlier to answer a question. So this is an option still. Even though Alara defeated the boss, it was not for answering a question. This is free game still. It's doing a lot of good damage here. And Bree is up against Flying Dragon Agil. Both are very early bosses. Alara attempting to defeat an invader that was not in the rules. Maybe she's going for a good weapon, though. Oh, will Oceanax defeat the Tree Sentinel and have the correct answer? Oh, Bree falls! But that's okay. She may not be wanting to have this question anyway. Invaders do not count for the bosses.
Boss defeated!
Boss defeated! Oceanax, what was the answer?
The answer is 70% sealed in clay and not less than 20% sand.
That is correct! Well done! That is a point for Oceanax, and the boss defeated was Tree Sentinel. That is no longer eligible for answering questions. Now, next question is not a question, it's another special task. Please discard your current main weapon immediately.
What would you consider your main weapon? My right-handed weapon?
Bree, for you, it will be your right-hand weapon, yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The next question is, what is the name of the Queen of the Lands Between?
Hey, Dandy, I'd like to pass on your last one. Please.
What do you mean by that?
Can I say no?
No.
And, like, lose a point?
You can lose a point, I guess.
Thank you.
Womp womp. She wants her weapon back. Well, it is very funny, regardless. Now, both refusers are tied. That is true. Bree, who has met the conditions for all of these so far, has stormed into the lead with 5 points. Maeve and Oceanax tied on 2, and Alara is still at 0 points. She looks like she's trying to find a new weapon. Maeve already has the Uchi. Well, that's very funny. Alara's picked up the Lord Swan's Greatsword. Bree has given up on Agil, it seems. Moving on from the dragon and choosing to go to Kaled instead. Which is interesting because the bosses out there are harder than Agil. Never mind, she's going to miss the teleport. Is she going to miss the teleport? You have to stand in the cloud. She's missed it. She's going to have to open it again. I completely threw her off. Let's go! That was my intention. Bree died to some rats. That's karmic. She deserves it for winning so much. Thank you, rats. Your 200 runes are in the mail. So what weapon is Oceanax going to switch to now that she's had her hardened Bloodhound Fang discarded? And notably, I had all of these made before watching this, okay? You saw the questions above. I had these made before they started. I did not make these up as we go. I did not say, look, that player's doing better, please discard your weapon. It's part of the game. So Alara has opted to go against Agil this time. He's doing some hefty damage with those R2s. Oh, but she gets stomped on, and Maeve is up against Mad Pumpkinhead as well. Both players against different bosses, doing different amounts of damage. So even if one player gets the question here, the next question will be eligible. We'll see if Alara can guess on the board here. She needs to catch up to Bree at least. Oh, and Bree dies in Caelid. I was worried about that. She was leaving the safety of Limgrave and heading to the confines of Caelid's caves. And welcome in, Raiders. We are playing an Elden Ring game show. You will pick it up as we go. Maeve is about to defeat Mad Pumpkinhead, but needs to not die herself. She's doing very well to avoid it. There it goes!
America.
Marika is correct. Marika is the name of the Queen of the Lands Between. That is a point for Maeve, bringing her to 3. And Mad Pumpkinhead is no longer eligible for answering questions. Now, the next question is, what do you need 2 of to enter Lanedale? Alara did die in that boss fight, but she can still defeat Agil here to answer the question. Bree seems to be in the cave that you get teleported to in Caelid. I forget the name of it, but it's the one that has the Falling Star Beast in. So she's gonna be up against the— oh, and she gets killed by the Coom Beasts. Rip Bree. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee for that. Not a problem, Missy. Thank you very much. Alara chasing down Agil, who flies all over the map. Absolutely dedicating herself to this boss. She likes to decide on a boss and never give up on them until they're dead. Regardless of how long it takes. I believe in her. She can get this. Alara having a little bit of lag as well, but that's okay. We have a little bit of scuff, that's okay. What is a VTuber stream without a bit of scuff? Am I right, everyone? There's always a little bit of scuff. Every VTuber stream there's a bit of scuff. And that's why you love us. Bree is picking up somber smithing stones, it seems. That could be why she went to Caelid. She's looking for a new weapon and opting to go with a somber weapon. She might be doing what Oceanax did earlier. Head on over to EG. Pick up those very accessible somber 1, 2, 3, and 4s from his shop. And also level up the weapon. But I don't know what weapon she's picked up. We'll have to see what she gets later. Now, Alara's taken Agil down to half health. That is very significant. Can she get a stagger here? Oh, and Agil flies off again, making sure not to die. Very well done. She's still got some heals left, it seems. We love to see it. Now, I had a lot of fun coming up with these questions. And we're still in the easy portions. They're going to be leveling up quite significantly. You've already seen a taste of how crazy they're going to get. I'm very impressed that Oceanax got that. I assume she got somebody else in her chat to Google it and found the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of facility loan. I had to throw in a curveball like that. It was very fun. I knew I had to do something stupid like that. Maria's going to the round table hold. Alara has got Agil to a quarter health. Don't get stepped on. Well done. Well avoided. Don't get tail swiped as well. Yes. Go on, Alara. You can do it. I'm cheering for you. You got this. Now the flying slam. Very nicely done. Having a bit of lag still. I don't know if that's my end or hers, but it seems like it's still going on at least though. Oceanax is here in Liurnia to go up against the... I forget the name of this one now. He's found a new boss though. The Omen Killer, that's the one. Nobody's gone for this one yet. Hits very hard. But there's also some dogs here to contend with. So Oceanax needs to make sure to deal with those little dogs before she can access the boss. Oh, she might die here. Very low health. Oh, and Alara's fallen as well right at the end of the flying dragon fight. Did she die to the dog? Oh, no. Incredibly unfortunate. Ah, Alara cannot catch a break here. Now, Maeve is up against the Knights Cavalry in Weeping Peninsula. Nobody's gone for this yet. This one is free game as well. And Oceanax has fallen, indeed, to that Omen Killer. The easy bosses are starting to run out. The players are dispersing to find harder bosses in further afield areas. So they can find a boss that nobody else has gone for, and hopefully nobody else is currently fighting. Now, Bree and Maeve are both fighting Knights Cavalries, but they are in different locations. So these are both eligible. I will need to make this clear to them that they do not need to stop whoever they're fighting right now. They can continue, and they will both be eligible for answering their questions with these bosses. Oh, there's so much going on. They're all in boss fights. I love to see this. Now, who will get this first and answer this question? And who will be able to answer the next question after that? Because they are all in different bosses. They do not have to stop. We might get through a couple of questions here in rapid succession. Never mind, Bree has given up on the Knights Cavalry. I don't know why she's given up. Maybe she was afraid of dying, or... Oh, she forgot her... Yes, she forgot her new spell. I see. That's what it was. She wants to put on Rock Sling. And she's going to go back and try that again. Now, Maeve is getting close to defeating Knights Cavalry. Almost a quarter health left. Oceanax has moved on from the Omen Killer, deciding it's not worth the hassle, finding an easier boss. Maeve needs to make sure not to die here as well. Very good damage here. Very impressive plays from a person who's never played Elden Ring before. I'm starting to doubt her claim that this is the first Souls game that she's played. What do we think, chat? Was she lying? I think she was. Now, I don't believe anybody has actually focused on the drip competition so far. That could be where Alara gets another point from, but she's going to need quite a few to catch up with all these other players. Now, Alara's got the Flying Dragon Egg Eel below half health again. Can she keep him away from all the dogs around the edge of the arena this time? So she can focus on the 1v1 and not get overwhelmed by the additional players. And there's a stagger. That's huge. Opportunities for big damage here. Will she go for the riposte as well? She does take it. That's good damage. Huge. Only a few more hits now, but the other players are catching up and they'll have to answer the questions in a good time. Almost there, Alara. You can do it. You can do it, I believe. Maeve has died. That's unfortunate. Go on, Alara. No! He's so close! Oceanax has decided to go against the Erdtree avatar, but we are focusing here on Alara, who is very close to getting this dragon. And her first point, let's hear it!
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding!
Can you repeat the question one more time?
What do you need 2 of to enter Lanedale?
That is going to be Great Runes.
That is correct! That is a point for Alara. Flying Dragon Egg Eel is no longer eligible for answering your questions. The next question is... What name does the witch give you at the Church of Ella? Now this is a potentially trick question for those who have not actually spoken with her. We will see who gets the question correct, though. They're starting to get more difficult. But who will get it, Bree or Oshio? Oh, getting bonked there as well. Maeve getting back in the fight. Back up against the Horseman, but they are all on different bosses, so it's totally eligible for them to go up against their own bosses. Oh no, Oshio and Axe getting hit by the ranged attack. Does she make it out of it? Just about. Struggling to see through that tree. Struggling to see the tree through the trees. And Bree has defeated another boss. Buzz.
Renna.
Renna is correct. That is the correct answer. Well done. You did not fall for my trap. That is Knights Cavalry in Limgrave, I believe that was.
Wait, what was if this is a different boss? This is Limgrave, by the way.
That was a Limgrave.
The Mariner that Maeve defeated, because that was
the one that you did, yes. That was the Limgrave Tibia Marina.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
That was that one. The next question is, what is the title given to those who can see the guidance of grace? Now, we are referred to this near constantly throughout the game. You hear it a lot. It'll be a relatively easy answer for those who may need one at this point. Oh, and Maeve has died again. Unfortunate. She's really chosen this battle. She's going to go for it, though. Lara opting to pick up a new weapon. I believe that's the mace in there. Changing her settings to adjust for lag, I assume, and some setting adjustments on the fly. Bree is rapidly getting ahead here. I don't want her to win again, but she may do. She's very good at Elden Ring, it seems. She knows who to go against. She knows the questions. She knows the answers. This is her kind of game to go for. Because you need to get in the mindset of your opponents. You need to decide, what kind of boss would they go for? Who's open for me, and who could I defeat before they get there? Bree is choosing to go to Liurnia here, it seems. Which is a good idea, because she might be running out of bosses to defeat in Limgrave. But Oceanax has already been to Liurnia as well, and has to make sure that she doesn't go for any overlapping bosses here. It's not as available as you might think. But it's fun to see the players' strategies. They decided to go for Caelid early and decided that it wasn't for them. But they got some upgrade materials, they got some money. And they needed that to get stronger to defeat these bosses quicker. Now, Alara and Maeve are up against the same Knights Cavalry, which is very unfortunate for Alara here. Because she is behind starting on this fight. However, if Maeve dies again, Alara will have a chance here. Maeve's getting hit quite badly, but she's doing some good damage with those unsheaths. We'll see who manages to catch up with who. Bree has made it to Liurnia. Oh, but Oceanax has gone into Weeping Peninsula as well. Oh, this might be a three-way fight for the same boss. I'm not sure why she's stopping to talk to the locals. I don't believe you need to speak to this NPC for the +8 weapon. I think that's what she's going for. But you don't need to talk to her. You just need to defeat the knights in the castle at the bottom of Weeping Peninsula. You don't need to actually do the NPC questline. You just need to defeat him. Now, Alara hasn't done much damage since we last mentioned her, but Maeve is steamrolling through this boss who has knocked him off his horse but takes a huge hit. Can't die at this point. The boss so close to death. Getting those meaty unsheaths. And there's the horse back. Very well. Back to chasing around again. Now, she doesn't want to get hit. Run out of health. Very low on health here. Maeve, one hit away from death. Oh, she misses it right at the end. That's super unfortunate. Now, Alara has a chance to take this back. Oh. I feel bad for her. Oh, no. But this is a chance for Alara to get back in it. But Oceanax has started the same fight and has potentially a stronger weapon. Oh, and Alara falls as well. How many players will this Knight's Cavalry defeat today? Bree has opted for a different route, and it's going against Adam, Thief of Fire in the Everjail. Now, this is a character that nobody has gone up against yet, so this is also eligible. But we currently have 3 players fighting the same boss. Will Oceanax's pre-game leveling make a difference here to allow her to catch up? She's the only one currently in the fight. Alara and Maeve both sitting at the Grace, looking like they're going to be going back into it. But Oceanax is going for a horseback fight here. I don't often see people doing this. Seems to be a good strategy to catch up with him at least. Oh, and he falls off the horse. Okay, will she go for the crit? She does! Oh, look at that huge damage! This is going to bite Alara and Maeve very badly. Let's hear it from Oceanax.
Buzz!
Buzz!
Buzz, tarnished.
Tarnished is correct. That is a point for Oceanax.
Oh.
That is the Knight's Cavalry in Weeping Peninsula that is no longer eligible for answering. Very unfortunate timing there. Next question is... what was the answer to question number 11?
You haven't been numbering the questions!
4 questions before this one.
Fuck!
Yes. Let's see who was paying attention and whether they can figure it out. I was going to be much more mean and ask what was the answer to question number 4. That was my first draft of this question, but I decided against that, and I decided 4 questions prior to this one was probably enough. This is a very evil one. And I'm wondering who's been paying attention. It was not the silt question. That's the funny part. Even chat's getting it wrong. I will not say it in chat in case anybody here takes it over to their chats. Maybe I should, actually. It depends if you'd like to help your favorite streamers. Everyone's scrolling back at the VOD. Yes! Oh, I love this. They can suffer. We'll let them suffer. They have to decide what the answer they're going to give. I did say earlier that the questions were going to get harder. This is the start of them getting much more difficult. Now, Oceanax here is going for the Deathbird, which is actually a boss I completely forgot about in this area. Very good damage. She must be confident enough to answer the question if she's going for the boss this hard. Now, bear in mind, only one of them need to get the answer correct. If they get the question wrong, they have still defeated the boss, but that boss will be eligible for other players. So if Oceanax here defeats the Deathbird, submits the question and gets it wrong, the Deathbird will still be eligible for the others. Now, if you would like to go and assist your favorite streamer in their chats, you are welcome to. But consider it's funnier watching them suffer. Sips coffee. Pretty diabolical with that. Absolutely. That is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for it to get worse.
Beep! Buzz!
Buzz!
The question, the answer to the question is Marika. The question was, what was the name of the Queen of the Lands Between?
Correct! That is a point for Oceanics there. And that is the death bird in Weeping Peninsula that is no longer eligible for answering questions. Now, the next one is another special event. Please compliment me.
Dandy, you're
I think
so
you're
cute. You're
incredibly
so
talented.
pretty. Oh my
My
gosh, you're an
God,
amazing
you're
content
amazing.
creator. I love you
You're
so
amazing.
much. I look up to you
You're
incredibly.
amazing.
Like, you're
You're
genuinely
amazing.
one of my
1,000.
inspirations. Like,
And you're
this
gorgeous, and you're
event
sweet.
is so well put together, and like, you've done an amazing job with that.
Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. The next
Totally,
question
anytime.
is...
Did you just give no one points for that?
No points, I just wanted to hear people say nice things about me.
Yeah.
Bruh, let's go.
The next question is... What stat raises your character's HP? I thought I'd throw that one in. That was just nice and fun. I've given them some very mean things to do, and they're still saying very nice things about me, so I'm glad to hear that. The cowardice stat. Oof. I'm so glad they went along with that, though. I considered giving out points for the best compliment, but I thought it's just nicer to hear nice things sometimes. True Elden Ring players don't know this one. Well, they should do. It is still important to level up your HP, especially if you're not particularly good at the game.
Bonk,
3.
bonk.
Bonk.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
Bonk. Wait, I'm waiting for it to. There we go. Vigor.
Vigor is correct. So that is a point for Bree. That is Adan, Thief of Fire, no longer eligible for answering questions. The next question, number 17, is... What stat raises your character's discovery? Now this one is a little bit more tricky. Let's see who can figure this one out. Lara still trying to find some more bosses to defeat. She's trying to find the map. Oh, and she dies to some random enemies on the floor. Very unfortunate. It is arcane, correct, Kova? Well done. Any Souls player should know this. Well, good luck for the next one, because it'll be a bit more tricky. Once again, they are allowed to Google things. They are allowed to search things. They don't have to know this off the top of their head, but they can rely on their chat as well. They are absolutely allowed to backseat. Provide them with advice on how to answer these questions. Bait posting on YouTube. What stat raises your character's discoverability? Clickbait thumbnails on YouTube. Now Maeve has decided to go for the rune farming here as well. Opting to kill the big dragon to get some runes to level up. She's decided that she's not doing enough damage and needing to get some levels so that she can actually get through them quicker. Now, Oceanax here is actually up against a quote-unquote boss that does not have a health bar, and she's noticed. I'm glad she noticed, because I would not have counted that as a buzzer. That one is not a boss. I'm glad she noticed. If she wasted too much time on that, I would not have counted it. That is well played to Oceanax there for noticing it. But there are still a couple of bosses this way. There's the Erd Tree Avatar, and there's also the Everjail further to the south, and she'll absolutely be able to get that one. Bree once again dying, but seeing where these characters and these players are going.
Which Bloodhound knight was killed? It was the
Darrowil.
pale one, right? Okay.
The Everjail,
Thank you.
yes. Good question, because she may be going up here against another Bloodhound Knight, I believe. I think this cave has another Bloodhound Knight in. I think she's in Kaled for this one. It's a much harder one. But if you know how to fight them, then they're not too difficult. My coffee is getting cold. It's been an hour and a half since I brewed it. I should finish this. It's like half a cup. I haven't been drinking it much. Ah, I needed that. Wake me up a bit. Squat break is back. Such is the life. Now, once again, nobody's on any bosses, so we've got a bit of a break to see who's going where. I'm not quite sure what Alara's plan is. I think she's quite far behind here, and she would have to snipe some bosses from Bree. I don't think she would be able to do that. Is she planning on going into the academy? It certainly looks like it, picking up the key. Nobody's killed that dragon there, so if Alara can kill that dragon there, she would be able to get another point. It looks like she's not going for it. She's going for the cave instead. But she doesn't have a stone sword key. Very unfortunate. There is indeed a boss in there, but it's the Crystallian duo. Oshio almost defeating her Erdtree avatar here. Got the good moves. Oh, but getting hit by the explosion. Out of stamina. Needs to dodge all of these beams. Oh, wow. This is why we level Vigor, folks. What was that about? A real Elden Ring player doesn't level this? That is why you level HP. It's better to have a bit of a buffer. In case something goes wrong. Here we go.
Beep, boss defeated, beep.
Boss defeated. Oceanax, what's the answer?
Arcane.
Arcane is correct. That is the stat that raises your discovery. That is a point for Oceanax. Question number 18. What stat raises your character's immunity? Now, let's see which of them know this. Who gets to a boss first? Now, Bree is struggling against this Bloodhound Knight because it is the one in Caelid, I believe. Or is it the one in Liurnia? I might be wrong. It might be the one in Liurnia. I don't quite know which cave she's in. Maeve is going for these levels instead, opting for the slower route. Bree and Oshio are rocketing ahead.
Question. Does Grail count because he's on the wiki as a boss?
No, does not have a boss health bar.
That is a-okay. Thank you.
No worries. Dodging is 100% damage reduction. That's true, but so is a shield. And a lot of people don't like shields.
By the way, I don't think the boss was mentioned that that Oshio killed.
Oh, my apologies. That was the Erdtree avatar. I think that was Weeping Peninsula. Apologies.
No worries.
Continue. Oh, dying right next to the Grace there. Unfortunate for Alara. Getting bodied by all those bodies. She is going for Red Wolf of Radagon without a lot of levels. So I'm not quite sure this is going to go out for... It's not going to go as well as she hopes. But we will see how far she gets through. Oh, she did get the Grace previously. Okay, so she is able to move on at least. Now Bree is still here up against this Bloodhound Knight. Opting to continue for the fight that she's struggling against instead of going somewhere new. Oh, almost dying again. Her chat is in the way of her health bar, but she has a fragment of her health. Oh, even less! Oh, can she do it? Oceanax here, going up against the Royal Revenant as well. Which is a very mean boss. Bree has a fraction of health left, but no flasks. Oceanax is poisoned here as well and getting hit by that Revenant. Oh, and she goes down as well. That's a tough one to go against. A trick for going up against Royal Revenants that I learned is to use any healing incantation because they make a patch on the ground that deals 50% of their health in damage to them. It takes 2 heals to completely kill a Royal Revenant. And they're pretty easy to get off. So, if you're struggling against Royal Revenants, Give that a go next time. You just need to have a heal spell, and it will kill them in 2 hits. I did a run where I replaced every enemy with 2 Royal Revenants, and I used that trick to get through them. Yes, I do hate myself. That is a fact. The sounds were fantastic. They were. The loud booms were very fun. Now we're getting up towards the end of the questions here. Question number 18 out of 25. We're coming up towards the end here. We need these players to defeat enough bosses to get through them. This is entirely on them on how long this will take. I estimated 2 hours. So we've got roughly half an hour left of my prediction, but I have no idea how long it's going to take. Now, Alara is here up against Red Wolf. Does have the Rot Dog from Caelid as a summon. Now, that's a good idea. It's a good way to supplement your own damage by having a summon deal Rot, because Rot is a percentage-based damage. So it will absolutely melt bosses. Oh, is it not percentage? It's not percentage, it's just very strong poison. But that's a very good idea for her. Now Bree is up here against the Bloodhound Knight again. Oh, and she falls just as I mention it. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, she'll get there. She'll get there. I believe in her. Now Oshio here is actually up against the Omen Killer again. Maeve's up against the Ancient Hero of Zamor. Oshio opting not to go for the other bosses in Weeping Peninsula while she was there, and instead going back to the harder boss in Liurnia. Now, will Maeve get this Ancient Hero? We got a 3-way boss fight, all on different bosses. Very interesting. Good stagger from Maeve. Oshio having to heal up. Alara very low on health again, but having her dog take some of the attention. Will she get hit? Oh, she nicely dodges. Oshio falls to the Omen Killer again. I don't like fighting those. I think they're really difficult. Now Maeve is getting close here. Phase 2 is quite difficult with the Frostbite. Very good uses of those unsheaths. Now she doesn't have the FP for another one. She's just going to have to go for regular hits until she can drink up again. Here's those ice attacks. And Alara falls once again. Oh, here we go. Almost there with Maeve. Come on, she can do it. Very nice. Buzzed
The
in.
answer is vigor.
The answer is vigor. Well done. You did not fall for my trick question. Same answer twice in a row. The next question is number 19. How many mushrooms can you find in Murkwater Cave?
I hate you.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I killed some more.
You could have saved that for the next question if you wanted.
No, that was the boss that I just killed.
Oh, it was, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Ancient Hero of Zamor in Weeping Peninsula is no longer eligible for answering questions. So this one is going to have to be something that they will look up, I imagine. This one is a little bit funny. I looked this one up and I was like, you know what? Screw it. We'll go with it. I looked up a cave for some kind of crafting material that it had. And I saw that Murkwater Cave had X amount of mushrooms. Now Oshio here. Doing very nicely against the Omen Killer again. Oh, very good stagger. Huge damage. Oh, will she get this? Does she know the answer, though? That's the problem. She needs to know the answer before she defeats the boss. He's asking her chat to answer the question for her. She's rapidly looking for the answer. Can't she? This boss is chasing her all the way out of the arena. Just all the way around. Will she get there? Oh, but will she die before she gets the answer? Very close. Bree also getting through Bloodhound Knight. If Oshio waits too long, she will miss out on the answer. Oh, and she gets it.
Beep.
Beep.
5.
5 is correct. That is the correct answer. Oshio gets another point. That is the Omen Killer in Liurnia, no longer eligible for answering. Now, question number 20. What is my speedrun personal best within 10 minutes? Either side of your guess. I gave them a bit of leeway for this one because my answer on speedrun.com is actually a little bit slower than my personal best. I will accept either my actual personal best or the one that they find on speedrun.com. That's a Dandy question, not a Souls questions. Who cares? I came up with the questions. This is my game show. Who are you to doubt me? This is my game show. I get to come up with the rules. I'm allowed to make this about myself if I want to. Shameless personal best. Who advert? Who cares? So they'll either have to look it up or... Okay, well, I'll give them a very quick hint. Very quick hint. Check speedrun.com. Glitchless, any %. Let's help them out. Keelhaul that chanter. Oh, Maeve has discovered the boss that's not a boss again. Just as Oshio did earlier. She should not be defeating this one because it's not a boss. We'll see if she wasted too much time on it. Oh, she's figured it out and she's leaving. Very nice. Now Bree is still here on the Bloodhound Knight. Spent a lot of time on this fight. And Alara's down to the Red Wolf again. Very unfortunate. Ooh, very close. Oh, Bree, don't die. Ooh. I want to watch this. I want to watch this. Can she get the Bloodhound Knight without dying? Oh, close! From behind. Her health is so low. Stamina. Oh my goodness. Bree. Oh no! That's so sad. Oh. But also, I'm very happy because she's not winning again. And she's not winning this, at least. She needs to be defeated a few times for everyone else to catch up. There seems to be a race between Oceanax and Bree so far. There's not a lot of questions left, but there is that bonus point with the drip competition at the end. So we will see if anyone's actually remembered about the drip competition as well. I have no idea who's even considered it because they're all so focused on the bosses. But they'll get it. They'll get it. I'm sure they will. I believe. Come on, Alara, you can do it. Oh, her summon died before it managed to actually get any rot off, which is a bit unfortunate because if you don't level up your summons, they'll die very quickly. And you do need to level them up the further into the game you go. Oh, and Alara gets hit by that third bite. Very unfortunate. Let's check back in on Bree. Oh, no, that's a point. That's the wrong button on my stream deck. There we go. Bree died again. Never mind. Oh no, she's picked a hard one. I love seeing them suffer. This brings joy to my cold, dead heart. Red Wolf is a very mean one, and Alara has picked a very difficult one to go up against. Very underleveled. She is using a mace because she had to discard her preferred weapon earlier. I wonder what level it is. Oh, Maeve getting grabbed by the Rune Bear as well. This is also a tough one to go against. But this is the one in Weeping Peninsula, so it's a bit lower level than later rune bears. And at least there's no other enemies around to interfere with the fight, so it is a 1v1. Let's see if Maeve can get this, and Oshio is here up against... I believe this is another... Yes, this is another Tibia Mariner. This one has not been claimed. Oh, and there goes Alara's dog yet again without getting any rot off. I think she needs to find the lower level boss or level up some more before she can attempt this one. Maeve doing good damage to this rune bear. I didn't expect anybody to actually face the rune bear because it's famously difficult. But you know, considering it's her first time playing Elden Ring, I think she's doing pretty well, actually. Oh, and Alara falls yet again. Oh, so unfortunate. Maeve, almost there.
Meh.
Meh.
It should be an hour 18.
That is good enough. I will accept that. Well done. That is a point for Maeve. Now,
Woo.
that it was also the rune bear in Weeping Peninsula that is no longer eligible for answering. Well done. That was a difficult one. The next question is a special task. You must play without armor for the rest of the game. We are down to our last 5 questions, though.
Okay.
And this is going to be a special round. So I'm going to need you all to please direct your attention to the Discord, because I will be sending some pictures for you, okay? Now, the very first question is... whose feet are these? Welcome to my favorite round. Answers today provided courtesy of the Steam community forums.
Beep.
Beep.
Those are Melania's feet.
Those are Melania's feet. Congratulations. That is a point for Oceanax, and that was the Tibia Mariner in Liurnia that is no longer eligible for answering. The next question is... let me set this up very quickly. Whose feet are these? Oh, this is my favorite round. I'll have you know, players, by the way, I spent an hour this afternoon coding these feet into my program. I hope you appreciate this. It took me so long to set this up. Maeve getting the feet on her face. Yep, it took a long time to get that coded ready. Let me tell you, these feet on this stream, actually part of the stream, okay? You see, this is coded specially for the stream. It took so long to set this up. Oh, the things we do as content creators. Oh, Bree falling to the Bloodhound Knight yet again. Really struggling against that one. Does she need to move on to another boss? Or is she going to keep trying this? Because she is here. She just needs to get a single kill. But now she's struggling without the armor. This is my favorite round because of just how stupid it is. I just want to see the players talk about feet. Oh. Seems a little excited about feet today. Excuse me. I'm only excited because it's my favorite game show to do. Also, I'm going to run the adverts now. Because we are approaching the end of the game. We just need a few more bosses killed. And we'll see if Alara gets another point on the board. Has Bree moved on, or is she going back in? I think she's going back in again. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. She knows her way through this cave very well at this point. It's a long run back as well, which is really difficult. Every time you die, that's an extra run back, which is very scary. Lara's doing very well against the Red Wolf, though. Playing much more safely now that she doesn't have her armor. Oh, and she gets a stagger as well. That's huge. Gets the riposte. Love to see it. That's huge damage. Go on, Lara, you can do it. I believe the mace can bleed as well, so there's the potential for another big burst of damage somewhere. Dodge, 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 dodge. No, Lara! Oh, that's the best she's done so far. Oh, she couldn't do it for the feat. You could say she was defeated. I'm sorry. You can leave now. Oh, Bree doesn't get one shot by that Bloodhound Knight, even without her armor. Oh, and there she goes as well. Bree has allowed Oceanax to catch up. By struggling against this Bloodhound Knight for so long, Oceanax has caught up. Maeve is catching up as well. 5 points. To Bree and Oshio 7. Now I believe Maeve here is up against another boss that hasn't been answered, so this is eligible. This is a good one to go for. It's another Weeping Peninsula boss that's fairly easy. He does get staggered by those unsheathes very well. Let's zoom in on Maeve here. She might get this question very quickly. Huge damage. Buzz in.
Renala? Those are Renala's dogs?
Those are Renala's feet. Congratulations, that is a point for Maeve. And that was Scaly Misbegotten in Weeping Peninsula that is no longer eligible. Players, let me set this one up again because I'm multitasking so much. Players, whose feet are these? The next grippers. I will accept either answer. The name of this character. Now, Oshio is still here up against the boss. She is probably the closest here to getting the boss here. Who is this? Oh, this is Royal Revenant again. I see. Oh, she's going for the heal move. Oh, very nicely done. See, that's what I was saying earlier. You just heal twice, and it dies immediately.
Beep!
Beep.
Morgott.
Those are Morgott's grippers. Well done. That is a point for Oceanax there. That was Royal Revenant defeated. Players. Whose feet are these? This is my favorite one. I like this one. I'm hoping to see some pot friends in these streamers' chats. Those particular on Twitch. Oh, Alara really struggling against Red Wolf here. Still not moving on, find anyone else that's a bit easier. Red Wolf is considered a main boss, so it is harder than the others around. Pod friend, help me, I'm stuck. Some pot friends in the chat. Oh, Bree is very close to defeating Bloodhound Knight. Can she get there? Oh, he does dodge those moves. Running out of FP though. Don't get hit right at the end here, Bree. You can do it. She's going to be a Bloodhound Knight master after this. Very close to defeating this boss. Can she get there? Can she get there? Oh, not again. Oh, right at the end. She's been here for quite a while now, and Oshio has caught up. I don't know when the last time she got a point was. Very unfortunate. Now Maeve is up against another boss. And Oshio just defeated a boss while I wasn't even looking. Oh my goodness.
Beep!
Beep.
Those are Alexander's feet.
Those are Alexander's feet. Well done. That's another point for Oceanax. I didn't see who you defeated.
I'm so good at recognizing feet.
That was Knights
So
Cavalry in Liurnia, I believe.
It was, yes.
In West Liurnia. Now,
East
players.
Liurnia.
Yeah, you want to
Wasn't
explain
that
how
like
you know all
done?
these feet, Ocio? Like,
I-
what's going on exactly?
Nothing. It's fine. Don't worry
Exactly.
about it.
Now, players, the final question of the game is... Whose feet are these? This one's my favorite one. I love this one. I had to throw it in. Sorry, players. The question I mean is, whose foot is this? Apologies. My apologies. I stand corrected. Unlike this person, who can no longer stand. Now, I will have to... Before the game ends, players, I will remind you, there is the final opportunity for a bonus point with the drip competition. So remember, if you're not feeling confident on a boss and you feel like you want to catch up with another point, you may want to focus on the drip competition. But this is also the final question of the game. Good luck. Bree is focusing very hard. Oh, never mind, she fell to her death. Why do I say anything about that? It looks like Oshio might get away with this. Glintstone Dragon Smaragd is also available, and Alara is very close to getting this. Oh my goodness, she might get the final point of the game. Oh my goodness, Alara.
Bing bong bing.
Bing bong, well done.
And it is the fire giant. It's his foot.
That is the Fire Giant's foot. Congratulations, Alara. Well done defeating that Red Wolf of Radagon. You were struggling on that for a while. I saw that. Well done. That was very impressive. Now, players, the game is over. But the real game, has only just begun. Now, please, could you please put on your favorite drip? Find somewhere safe to stand, and we will evaluate your drip for the competition of the final point. I'll let you all have a moment to find somewhere safe. But no more collecting things, but you can dress up and we'll take a look. I assume that most of you were focused on the questions rather than the drip, because that's the best way to get most points.
Actually, I specifically went for the drip.
Oh, well done. Hell yeah. Get those bonus points in. Love to see it. Okay, is everybody somewhere safe and showing off their drip?
I'm ready.
Everybody ready to submit?
Yes, I'm
My
ready.
drip is so ready.
The drip is so ready. Very well, let's begin with Alara. Alara, what drip do you have for us today?
Yeah, so my drip is the drippiest armor in the entire game. That is right, the Carrion Knight set.
It is
Such
very
drip,
nice.
Such prestige. Such elegance.
Such elegance, holding that pointy stick on a ball.
That's right. And also, on top of it, it's very magic resistant.
That is true, which unfortunately didn't help you at the end of the Red Wolf there, because I told you all to get
you know,
naked.
it sure did not. I'm gonna tell you something crazy, but I'm gonna let you finish your thing here.
No, continue.
Oh, so apparently, like I play Elden Ring all the time. I don't know if it's Video Ninja or the virtual camera. And maybe you noticed or not, but my game has been skipping like crazy. So it was like
Yeah.
Mine too. It's been lagging too.
added
It might be the Video
difficulty
Ninja.
level.
Yeah.
I do apologize for that.
Yeah,
It's made
I'm
it look much better
difficulty-
on our end, so I'm very sorry that it might have impacted your gameplay.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
okay.
It,
I
it
was like,
works
you know
very
what?
well for us, though. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Hopefully
no
it didn't
worries at all.
disrupt
I
too
figured.
much.
I was like,
Looking good, though. Player number 2, Oceanax, what do you have for us today? Where's your drip?
Well, listen, earlier in the game, you said that we could no longer wear armor for the rest of the run. So
Okay.
here is my drip. I'm open to the elements. I'm free. I don't need armor. I'm a bikini model, you
This
know?
was-
I'm confident in my body.
is this one of those like unironic negative Riz jokes? Like,
I think you've taken my instructions here literally for me saying you're not allowed to wear armor for the rest of the game, and you're interpreting that to say that your drip has to be naked. Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, you said it. I mean, I'm just following your rules. Like, you know.
Teacher's pet.
I love it so
Teacher's
much, I
pet
almost want to
move.
change the premise of my game. However, that was not what I meant. The intention was for you to find a new outfit and show that off. So unfortunately, Oceanax, I'm going to have to disqualify you from this final point. But I love the attempt, though. That's,
I
Thank
think
you, thank
Oshio
you.
should get like a negative 1 point.
No!
just for that. Yeah.
minus
No
10 points.
clothes.
for
No, no, no,
Griffin.
no, no, no.
minus 10!
Only
Oh,
minus 1.
Trying to
I mean,
raise
you're
up
still
the
gonna be
judge.
winning, so.
Like, let's be real. Let's be real, guys. Like, who cares about playing the game at a high level and making smart decisions the entire time? Constantly adjusting your game plan as a show of skill. It's all about drip.
exactly. It's all about drip. You gotta show it off. Now, Maeve, what have you brought the class to show off for your drip?
I am so glad you asked. Now, I would like to introduce you to the drippiest drip that you might ever see. As you can see, I am wearing a beautiful dress. Some might refer to it as cloth, but no. I think this is just, it's like, you know those like designer brands like Versace where they sell you like a bag and it's like, it's just a bag, but everyone's like, whoa, that's designer. So that's the vibe that I was going with this. As you can see, I left my hands exposed. I left my feet exposed because, you know, I can read the room. I noticed, Dandy, that you have quite a liking towards feet. You know, just based on the last 4 questions. So I went ahead
Playing
and
for the
let
judges?
dogs out for you. You know, just to be nice, and yeah,
Ah,
that's
I
the vibes
see.
we're going through. It luxury in
I,
disguise.
I'm a big fan
Luxury.
of this one, to be honest. I mean, it's not every day that you get to wear a literal potato sack as a dress.
Yeah,
That is true.
Yeah,
It
exactly,
does
that's the
look
thing.
like you just washed up on the shore just today, which is the feeling that Elden Ring is going for. That is very true.
and I'm glad that you're immersed in that feeling. I'm glad that I can. do that
I
for you.
am fully immersed in the mold and mildew inside that potato sack. Thank you very much for bringing that along. Bree, our final contestant.
Now,
What
now
have
this
you
has
brought
a story
along?
behind it.
Oh,
Okay,
the story.
This is I would like to paint a picture for you.
I'm listening.
So I'm like a ladies' man, you know? Like I just got women just all up on me at all times. And so I wanted to dress my character up very much in spirit of the original question, which is to role play as myself. I wanted to dress my character up in a very similar way. So first we can see we have an apron on. That is for when so many ladies are just on me at all times. I gotta keep the clothing underneath clean. From any like liquids that may be coming, you know? Like I be clean and cleanly. Next,
I see.
I got the dogs out for obvious reasons. I have my hands have rope on them for obvious reasons.
You never know. You might need some.
Exactly. And then another one cool, interesting feature that I wanted to add is that in my equipment, I have the spear talisman, which is very good for thrusting weapons. And I'm sure you could insinuate what possible thrusting could be happening. I really wanted to build up my ability.
Thrusting and dripping. I see how this is going. I can't consider the spear towards the outfit, sadly, but I like the insinuation there. That's very appropriate.
Notice my
Bro,
weapon.
I like the inclusion of the talisman. That's big brain.
That is.
My weapon, also, it's sparkly for the girls and for me, but also it has its function. It has form, fit, function, design. It's great.
I see. Now, are you also well known for covering your face and wearing a brown hat like this?
Yeah, it's for anonymity. It's because I'm a VTuber.
Oh, I see. This is a metaphor for the experience of being a VTuber.
Yeah.
We're going for
yeah.
the artsy style.
Yes.
I love the bullshit. I'm not counting that. That's stupid.
Can I add?
God,
Can I add that I also have the green turtle talisman because I have almost infinite stamina. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I just said talisman. I just said talismans don't count towards outfit. I'm going for the clothes and the weapons.
What about where we're
Okay,
posing?
listen.
I'm posing it for the Erd tree.
That is
No,
true.
but
It does look
Just throwing
nice.
it out there.
Listen,
Now-
if
I'm not even talking
posing
about the
next to a
contest.
light so that you can better observe me. I wanted to do it for the viewers. You know, I wanted
That
to
is
make
true.
my thing more accessible for viewers to see. I care about the content.
Here for
Mine
the
is the Erd
content.
tree.
Yeah,
the
no, Dandy, I was
lightest thing
talking
in the
about
game.
later. I wasn't talking about the
I
contest.
see. Now,
look, all I'm saying is if talismans counted, then I would win because I have the 2 fingers. Helen.
Why are we all
oh,
co-acting
Oh,
my
the 2
bit of me
fingers.
having sex a lot?
Why not 4, Ocio? Wow, you're too short.
What do you mean?
damn! This is getting heated over a single point here. Now, I love all of these applications, apart from Oshio's, who was disqualified, unfortunately. Now,
No,
my reasoning will be as such. Maeve, I love your outfit, but it looks shit. Let's be real.
Oh!
It's a potato sack.
Wow.
I will put yours at 3rd place. Now,
Okay.
I will also give my reasoning for the next ones. But I will say number 2 first. I will say, Alara, I love your outfit, but it is a bog standard outfit I see all the time. It looks wonderful, but it's very common. I've seen
It's
a lot
drippy,
of people
what do you
wearing
mean?
that. It is
Look.
drippy. I will accept that. It does look very nice and polished, but I've seen it everywhere. I'm looking for something new and fresh. Something that brings new inspiration to the lands
No.
between. And Bree, I love your apron, your covered face, your lack of protective footwear for whatever activities you're engaged with. Bree, you get an additional point. Well done. Bringing the scores to... In 4th place, Alara with 2 points. Congratulations. Maeve with 6 points in 3rd place. Bree in 2nd place with 8 points. And our winner today is Oceanax with 9 points. Huge congratulations.
Good job.
Gala!
Taking back the win from Bree, our existing
Dude,
champion.
this fucking Blood Knight killed
What a
killed
gamer.
me.
You were there for a long
was,
time,
I
Bree.
was so locked in. I had to discard the freaking Bloodhound's fang that I got.
Yes, you did, and I
was
very much
scared.
enjoyed that.
I was so bad.
I'm not gonna lie, the lag was absolutely killing me. I was
Oh
like,
no, I'm so sorry.
yeah, it was so rough. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go this way, and we'll just bang our head against the wall.
Yeah,
It's all good, though.
I saw a lot of heads banging into lots of walls, a lot of good attempts, but there was a lot of fighting over the same bosses constantly, which was very fun to see. There was
I got
one point where
sniped, like, twice.
there was one point where 3 of you were all fighting over the Weeping Peninsula Knights Cavalry.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
Oh
right.
my
I was on
gosh.
fucking
That's
Blood
cool.
that night.
Alara
so
and Maeve
laggy 'cause of the
died a few
rain. It was
times there,
awful.
and then Oceanax came in and swooped it
That
up from
whole
underneath all of
time?
you. It was
That whole
kind of
time I was
amazing.
like, damn, I guess no one else is going for Weeping Peninsula stuff, but I
Yeah.
guess I was just taking it
I
from everyone.
literally went down there and like on the second death he jumped, my game froze and he came down like super fast and it just like killed me immediately. I was like, oh no, somebody's gonna grab this before me.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think the rain makes it really, really laggy.
It does sometimes, yeah.
I
The
don't know
extra
if it's the
effects.
virtual camera or what, but it's
Well,
okay. I mean, look, it was all for fun. Like, I
It
had
was,
fun.
except there is a prize for first place. And the first place prize was an all expenses trip for your model to be sent anywhere in the world.
Wow.
Where would you like to go?
Oh, wow.
I mean, anywhere could be good, but honestly, like Dandy, like where you're at would be perfect, honestly.
Ooh, you'd like a trip here?
Yeah,
I can arrange that.
we could meet
Now,
up. And,
The other real prize, however, is actually an invitation to return for the next episode
Whoa!
of Mast Tasker, just as Bree had from the previous one. The winner moves on to stay in the next episode and fight for the right to retain their crown as the Mast Master. Well done, Oceanax. We'll see you,
Thank you!
for the next one. Thank you all so much for joining in. I'm so sorry for putting you all through this.
Oh my god, no, it
This
was
was
fun.
this was
fun.
crazy. I was so locked in.
You were. You
I mean,
all were.
It was nice to meet you too, Maeve, and you as well, Bree.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It
Voice chat with y'all, so-
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm glad
a
you all
lot of
enjoyed
fun.
it. I would like to ask one quick question before you all go. What was your favorite question?
Absolutely.
Oh.
My favorite question.
I liked the one where you asked us to recall a previous question because it was just
Oh,
my
yeah.
entire chat gaslighting each other.
That's funny.
Oh,
I liked the idea of having to go to a specific location to count the mushrooms. However, my chat just told me the exact amount, but I liked
Yeah.
the vibe behind it.
That was
I liked
the intention
potential
of
that could
this
have been.
was not to
Yeah.
actually, you don't actually have to know everything. You don't have to figure them out yourself as well. I did specifically say that you're allowed to take answers from your chat
Yeah.
because otherwise you'd have to have your own chat in like an emote-only mode and that would be boring. I'd rather you guys actually have something fun and engaging stuff for people to enjoy with.
Answers is so hard. I'm very one-track minded. I can't like multi-track like that. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like keep up with it
It's
sometimes
fun.
as well. I also liked all the compliments. Thank you very much for that. That was good
Yeah.
fun.
I liked the feet questions because I got them right.
You did get them. I will let you know. I spent
love
over an
for any
hour
other
today.
reason.
I spent over an hour today programming feet in Warudo to show up and animate into position. It took so long.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Huge thank you
It
to the
was
Steam
worth it.
community
It was worth
forums for having an entire list of every character's feet in the game, by the way, where I took
Thank
those
God
pictures
for
from.
that.
My favorite question was, hey Alara, do you want to be part of Mast Tasker? And I was like,
Ah.
hell yes.
True.
Great
Thank you for
question.
including me.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for joining in. And
Thank you for hosting.
I think we will go in
Mhm.
player order of where we can all find you and what you guys are all up to. We'll start with Alara. Who are you and what do you get
Yes,
up to?
As you can see, I have a sub at the timer here. I'm on day 64 straight. I've been
Oh.
streaming every single day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, coming up Saturday, I actually have funny enough, a 12-hour challenge where I'm getting every remembrance or must get every remembrance. Otherwise, I have to add a bunch of time to my timer. So I'll be back at Elden Ring on Saturday for that challenge.
Hell
Other
yeah.
than that, just I'm streaming every day.
Best of luck. Thank you very much. Next player, Oceanax. Who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Osho. I'm a retro animated magical girl VTuber. I do art mostly. I do art every day actually. I'm gonna be doing art as soon as we're finished with this, basically. I'm gonna be drawing your friend of mine, the lovely Yomi Quinley, you may know.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out and just having a good time. We do other stuff too as well. Like Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Maeve. Next player, who are you? Where can we find you? What do you get up to?
Hey, I'm Maeve. Unfortunately, I normally play Souls Likes, but just for fun, no challenge runs.
Are you
For
saying you
this week,
lied?
I'm doing.
What a big
I would
fibber.
never lie. I would never lie ever. Anyways,
You
this
never
week,
lie.
I'm doing
I
a
think you
bunch
should
of
take all their
collabs.
points and give
Yo,
them to me. Just saying.
Oh, good point,
No,
actually. I will deduct
don't
all of
lie.
those.
No. I enjoyed this collab so much. Thank you for having me. That I'm actually changing my niche to be Souls likes. I love the game so much. First impression was impeccable. So if you wanna follow me on my Souls like journey, you could do so. I stream on YouTube. And,
Hell
I have a lot of
yeah.
collabs
Let's
coming up this
go.
week if you wanna check
Best
them out.
of luck.
Yeah, that's me.
And
Thank you.
finally, last but not least, Bree. Who are you and where can we
Hello.
find you?
I'm Bree, or Bree at Cookie Box. I am a buddy VTuber. I say the fuck word a lot. I'm very loud, and I make a lot of stupid ass sounds. You can find me still fighting this goddamn boss from here until eternity because I think I'm just genuinely. I don't think I know how to play Elden Ring anymore. No, I stream on YouTube. I play I don't know, a whole variety of games. I've been playing Tunic recently, which is a really cute like small
I love
indie game.
Tunic.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I got really into that. I played like I've been playing just a whole bunch of variety games. I used to be very Souls-like content focused, and then I just decided to say fuck it and just do whatever I want. Um,
I love
Other
that.
than that, I don't know. I do a lot of I do rigging. I do
Oh.
that. I do that. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, I have an outfit debut on Friday.
Yo, hell
Wait,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Ooh.
Friday.
Did you just remember that? Because that if you did, that literally just made my day. You're like, oh shit.
I forgot yesterday too. I was literally streaming for 2 hours, and in the middle of it, I went,
love
"Oh my
that.
god, guys! Did you know I did?" It was how I announced it to my chat. It's 2 hours into the stream.
That's so funny. You've been so focused on everything else, you forgot about the important one.
We're gaming out here.
You're gonna start streaming on the day and realize like an hour into the stream, oh yeah, I'm supposed to debut today.
That's what I was meant to do.
Anyway, that's Friday.
Not a problem. Well, players, thank you all so much for being here. This has been tons of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we will see you all aboard for the next time. There will be more Mast Tasker in the future. I just need to find some more players. We'll get that arranged at some point, though.
Please,
Yeah.
re-invite me if you want to. I would love to play again. It'd be a bunch of fun. And if any of y'all seriously in the future, because I know Night Rain is coming, it's on the horizon. If you guys
That
want
is
to play together,
true.
please let me know.
Yeah, Night
Could
Rain
you
looks like so much
imagine me and
fun.
Lara playing Elden Ring together? That's never happened before.
No, that's
Never.
That's never
not
happened.
Can you
gonna
imagine
happen.
me doing a bingo match against Maeve and Bree? No, I could never imagine
no.
that. I could never imagine
Honestly,
that.
dream collab.
Dream collab. Anyway, players, thank you all so much for this today. I will leave you all to the rest of your streams. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Let's bring chat back in as well. I've been on a different scene that didn't have any alerts for the entire time. So huge thank you for all the follows and the subscriptions. I'm sorry I didn't bring them up as they came up because, you know, I was so focused on getting through this. Is this working? Let's just get rid of that. That works. That was tons of fun. That was a lot of work getting into this, and this will be edited and uploaded up to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What was your favorite moment? Which characters? God damn it. Which players did you like seeing getting messed over so much? And we'll see you all for the next episode of Mast Tasker. Take care. All right, everyone, we're going to be finishing up here. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I'm sorry I couldn't chat with you all very much because, like I said, this was being recorded for YouTube as well. So I wanted to make sure that I was focusing more on the game rather than focusing on follows and subscriptions and such. It was great fun. I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. There will be more of them in the future. I just need to get around to it. I'm not sure how long it'll be because I need to find players. I need to sort out the premise of the game. I do all this on my own. I have little bits of help, you know, a little bit of tech sometimes behind the scenes, but it's mostly me. I did all the tech for this. Spam this handy to cheer for death. Oh my god, that's so old. I love that. I'm glad you remember it. I will be back on Thursday for my next stream. Today is Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. What was scheduled for Thursday? I did make a schedule, a very scuffed one. Oh yes, it's another collab. I am playing Bread and Fred with Fume Hughes. It's a cute little co-op game. It's kind of like Ice Climbers. I've had it on my radar for a while, but we play as penguins and do some platforming. It looks very fun. So look forward to that. Hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourself. Till next time. Bye-bye. Mwah. Wait, Heck. Wait, Heck. Raid. I forgot to do a raid. I've got to do a raid. I always do raids. I forgot to do a raid, don't go anywhere. I don't know who to raid into. Yanni's live, doing Lies of P. Good enough. We're gonna go raid into Yanni. Oh, she's gonna continue from the looks of it. We're gonna raid somebody else, just to not show any preference. We're gonna raid into Yanni, who's playing Lies of P, which is another Souls game from a different studio. Love me some Lies of P. There's the raid messages. Sorry about the abruptness of this. I totally forgot. I've had so much else on my mind. We'll get through it together. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.